Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So EA just released the Carlos Alberto SBC. So his price is about 650k for the SBC itself, right? So his alternate position is center back as well as right wing back. Doesn't have any traits. So 3-star skill moves with 4-star weak foot, right? He's 5'11" with the high medium work rate, right? He also have the average body type. So probably, right, that 5'11" would mean that he might be on the shorter side if you decide to play him as a center half. So his pace split is excellent, right? 91 acceleration with 90 sprint speed, 85 attack positioning with 85 shot power, even though the finishing is a bit low at 59. So his vision is 87 along with 91 shot passing. So if you want to play him as a fullback, I don't think it's really ideal to play those through balls down the line, right? Because he only has 65 long passing, but nevertheless, we're gonna test it out to see whether the long passing is as bad as the stats itself suggests. Right, 84 agility with 72 balance, right? 85 dribbling and 86 composure. So the reactions and ball control are actually pretty good. So the defending stats, right, are actually actually really high for a fullback. Right, 90 interceptions, right, 91 stand tackle along with 89 defensive awareness. Right, aggression is slightly on the lower side, 79, right, but he has excellent stamina at 90, and his jumping is only 84, right. Further, I would say discouraging you to play him as a center half. So the camp style for him, I think really is just shadow, right. We just need to max out that pace, considering that he is a fullback, or we're gonna play him as a fullback anyway. So this will be the team that we'll be playing him in, right? We'll try him out as a orthodox right back first in a 4-3-2-1 formation. So the instructions are as follow, right? Stay back while attacking and overlap. And then of course, after we have tried him out, I might switch him to center back just to try him out maybe. Or we might even try him out as a right wing back to see whether he's good enough offensively in that 3-5-2 formation, right? And yeah, let's see how he plays, man.
As always, the scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Alright, Carlos Alberto didn't get to the ball there. He kind of like turned away. Right, Alberto with the forward run. Bit weak. Alright, good tackle by Alberto, man. He wins the ball as well. Alright, Carlos Alberto got the tackle in. Alright, so Carlos Alberto, right, I didn't send him on that run, but he actually went on the attacking run on his own. So in this case, right, Carlos Alberto chose to hang back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Carlos Alberto. Right, good tackle on Kante. Alright, good assist. Good assist by Robert Perez. Good assist. Oh, what was that? Hey, good tackle by Carlos Alberto. Some people, right, they just want to avoid avoid squad battles. They rather have the pain in rivals. Right, good run by Alberto. Right, Carlos Alberto's dribbling is actually alright. Like a 4-2-4. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good run by Perez, man.
Nkunku couldn't hang on to the ball. Pires. Return to Nkunku. Ceballos.
I don't think this guy has even
A chance maybe from the wide position.
Alright, good run by Robert. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's why you need the 5-star skill moves. Alright, good interception by Carlos.
Zidane. Now with Nkunku. Surely.
Yep, that's right. Don't quit, bro, please. Result. Right. Carlos Alberto shows good strength in out-muscling Ronaldinho there.
Fizzles out. Ceballos. Now with Nkunku. Oh, big opportunity.
Yes.
Another goal.
Perez.
Finish today. That was a decent chance.
I thought that was a goal, man. Low key. Right. Good header by Carlos Alberto.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. Gullit.
Alright, good win by Carlos Alberto against Gullit, no less. And then makes a good run forward.
Zidane. Nkunku. Zidane. It might be. And now
Yes.
for him. Albon Lafont is the goalkeeper. Sergio Ramos plays with Samuel Umtiti in central defence. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Oh, Derek, big moment here. Salah. Now with Guendouzi.
Alright, good tracking back by Carlos Alberto.
Zinedine Zidane.
Alright, good run by Carlos Alberto.
Mo Salah. Body on the line. Oh, good vision. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Is it going to be?
Alright, good goal by Robert. I mean, it was an open goal.
Almost out of sight.
Let's go.
Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And he's through here. Oh,
Let's go for the knockout punch.
goals. No.
Oh, let's go for the C. So we have played 3 games, right, with Carlos Alberto as a right back. So right now, I just want to try out maybe if he's good enough to play in that center back position because he has a relatively low jumping and he's only 180 cm, right? So I want to see whether that actually impedes him or if he's actually a good enough central defender. So he's just gonna be playing as a center half, right, in a 4-2-3-1 formation, right? The instructions are all on default, and he's actually going to be beside Sergio Ramos. Right, so let's see, man. Let's see how he plays.
The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface, and
Please don't quit, bro.
has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Right, Robert Perez. Let's go. Let's go. Thank God I got the goal, man. Before he, that was quite an intelligent run, man, by Perez. Please don't quit, bro. Please, I beg you, please. I kind of think, right, it's a waste. Alright, good interception by Carlos Alberto, man.
Now let's see what they can do here.
Ooh,
Only defending when it mattered.
Carlos Alberto getting back into that center half position really quickly.
Zidane. And on to Capdevila. Zidane. Lukaku. Can they forge ahead?
Yeah.
They do. And you've got to... Timely intervention.
Alright, good interception by Carlos Alberto. You can't play any through balls down the line, man.
Well timed as challenge back.
Alright, another good interception by Carlos Alberto.
Passing game.
Alright, another good interception.
You can hear the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
Another good interception by Carlos Alberto. Right, he went forward and then he went backwards after he realized he wasn't getting the ball. So that was kind of intelligent. Yeah, what a goal, what a goal. What a good pass by Robert Perez.
And the spicy boys moving the ball forward with purpose.
I might complete Perez though as well, cause I love alright, anyway, that's a good interception by Carlos Alberto.
Isaac.
Carlos Alberto, let's go, Carlos.
Really getting stuck in. A delicious piece of skill. Dani Ceballos. And on to Capdevila.
Good run by Perez.
Pires. On to Zidane. This could be it.
Yeah, let's go, man. That settles the game. So I've actually managed to play 4 games with Carlos Alberto, right? We had 1 rage quit. Let's talk about the pros of the card. I think that Carlos Alberto is actually very fast in game, right? I think his defensive AI is actually very, very good as well. Even though his aggression is 79, I realize that whenever he tackles, right, or most of the time when he tackles, he actually wins the ball. Let's talk about the cons of the card. I think, you know, that 65 long passing is really apparent, especially if you want to play him in that fullback position, right? So that's something that is not so good. And I guess he's probably a bit short as well. If you guys come up against somebody who loves to cross, right, to like somebody like Whack Horse, Mario Gomez, you know, Carlos Alberto might struggle in that center half position, right, or on the back stick as a right back. I think that's the only 2 cons, right? The long passing as well as the height. So let's move over here. So I have to mention that we tried Carlos Alberto out in Division 2, right? So those players were no mark. I think for the chemistry style, right, it's definitely a shadow, right? I don't think you would want anything else on him. You want him to max out that pace. Let's talk about his best position first. I have to say, right, I feel like his best position, right, despite his stats, is actually in that center back position. Simply because I feel like there are actually many better right backs out there. And even if you just judge him based on how he plays in game, right, I think center back is his best position. Right, if you guys want to play him at right back, he could probably do a very competent job. But I would say at this stage of the game, there are actually a lot more better right backs, right, which I will talk about a little bit more later. And if you guys play at a high level, right, and your opponent is press after possession loss or pressure on heavy touch, you're gonna get found out with that 65 long passing, let me tell you. It's actually really important for your fullbacks, right, to be able to play the balls down the line, the long balls. Whether you want to play a high ball or a ground pass, long pass, you know, you definitely need your fullback to be able to do that. And I think, right, when your opponent puts on constant pressure, right, Carlos Alberto is going to struggle, right, with his long passing down the line, which I don't really like. I would say he's definitely best suited as a center back. So where does he go in the tier list as a center back? I would say probably about mid A tier, right? And as a right back, I would say is a lower A tier. Let's talk about player comparisons. For me, personally, I feel like he plays really, really similar to Ivan Cordoba, right? I actually forgot to mention, right, that Carlos Alberto, right, one of the good things about him is his transition speed when he actually defends. If you guys saw when he played at center back, right, however his body was positioned, right, he would always maneuver himself really quickly to intercept the ball, right, when the opponents try to break through that central defensive position. So I think his transition speed is very, very fast, which reminds me of somebody like Cordoba, right? Transition speed is insane as well. So Cordoba is very quick as well, similar to Carlos Alberto, but and of course he's also a little bit short, right? He's 5'8". Carlos Alberto is 5'11", right? But of course, Cordoba has higher jumping stats. So I think they're probably very similar in that sense. Now, the only difference between Carlos Alberto and Cordoba is there's always an issue with Cordoba's passing, right? He only has 47 vision, which, like I mentioned again, you know, if you actually play at the highest level and your opponent choose to go constant pressure or pressure on heavy touch, you know, you're gonna lose the ball with Cordoba's passing, right? But with Carlos Alberto, right, if you play short passes, you know, it's fine. But of course, if it's a long passing, right, you're gonna have issues again. So yeah, that's the thing. So who would I take? Carlos Alberto or even Cordoba? I have to say defensively, Cordoba is a little bit better, but because Carlos Alberto is able to pass out of the in a high pressure situation, right, at least the short passes, I will go Carlos Alberto. Another player that I think plays really similar to Carlos Alberto is Cannavaro, right? He's about 380k. Again, Cannavaro is very short as well, 5'9", right? Low high work rate. So again, Cannavaro's transition speed, right, it's actually very fast. Who would I take, Carlos Alberto or Fabio Cannavaro? I have to say I would take Carlos Alberto. I think Carlos Alberto is a bit better. Like I mentioned, right, there are so many fullbacks that are actually really good right now, right? And you know, we still have this Zambrotta SBC that's out right now, right? Which I think Zambrotta is a better right back compared to Carlos Alberto, right? Because of a few things. Carlos Alberto has 4-star weak foot, right? Zambrotta has 5-star weak foot. Zambrotta also have 4-star skill moves, right? Carlos Alberto only has 3. So I think it's pretty useful, you know, to have somebody who can play with the left foot or the right foot in that fullback position, as well as the 4-star skill moves. This is especially important, right, when you play a 3-5-2, when you need very good wing backs. So I think Zambrotta is way better in that fullback position over Carlos Alberto. So right, Zambrotta is actually currently still available as a SBC, right? You have 7 more weeks for him. He's about 500k right now. So, you know, if you guys really need a right back, I would suggest Zambrotta is better compared to Carlos Alberto. So I actually want to check out the price of Carlos Alberto before he was actually released. Yeah, so last week he's a 1 mil card. Right, 1 mil card. And right now, how much does he cost? And right now, he's actually 660k. And you have 13 weeks to craft him, right? So is he worth to complete at about 650k or 660k? I would say absolutely yes. And I'm actually thinking of completing him myself simply because it's actually really tough to find very good center backs in the game, right? Good attackers and good midfielders, right, are dime a dozen. There's so many of them. And the fact that he's actually a 1 mil card and now he has dropped to 750k and then the SBC is only 660k simply tells me that this is good value, right? So I would say, you know, if you need a center half, go for Carlos Alberto, man. Just pair him up with somebody who's a little bit taller, right? And then you're probably okay in terms of the aerial bombardment. Yeah, man, I really like Carlos Alberto, man. I've actually come to the end of the review, right? If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more trading videos, player reviews, how to craft SBCs, you know, how to get more wins in Weekend League, you know, I have a tactics formation that's actually out right now, and you know, I've been getting very good feedback. People are getting more wins in their Weekend League, right? On average, I would say they get about 2 to 3 more wins in the Weekend League. So do check that tactics video out. Right, sub to the channel, man, right? I can help you guys in so many ways that is FIFA related. Alright, and I'm out. Alright, take care, guys.